I already hang around billionaires already.
100%.
So now you're confirming to me
you are gonna be a billionaire.
Okay, so I don't become a billionaire, I can hold you down for that. I can hold you accountable.
100%.
Obviously, it's your boy MrCV. I'm back and I'm back again. But I've got someone very special with me, and someone that, you know what, he's been supporting my channel from day one, and you know what, I have nothing but love. But I'm gonna let him introduce himself because we've got an important topic we'll be discussing today.
Appreciate you letting me come through. I go by the name of MT Breeze. You already know what it is. MrCV, the realest guy. Stay tuned to this brother. You already know what it is.
Love. Hey, let's go into it. So obviously the topic we've got today is a topic where there's a lot of debate of this 9 to 5 or these days now everyone wants to become a businessman or entrepreneur. And it becomes a bit of a confusion because people don't know what to choose. Do you choose 9 to 5 or do you push yourself and become an entrepreneur? What would you choose?
It's 9 to 5 has a good and bad. Entrepreneur has the good and bad as well. We definitely need to be neutral with this subject because it can get a bit vulnerable, it can get touchy, it can definitely really hurt people, but at the end of the day it's the truth. What would I do? Either 9 to 5 or be an entrepreneur. I'll be an entrepreneur. Reason behind that, more freedom. I can control my freedom financial situation. I would really want to know what you would decide.
I think we need to look at the pros and cons of 9 to 5 and entrepreneur. I don't really know too much about entrepreneur because I'm not in that part. But with 9 to 5, I feel there's a lot of people that stick to 9 to 5 because it's kind of like an easy way out. Not just the easy way out, but something very comfortable because you know Monday to Friday there's work available. And also for people that have kids or maybe they have a family, it's also easier because obviously they know they've got a lot of responsibilities, and 100%. Someone at 9 to 5, they need something that is very certain.
At the floor, yeah.
With an entrepreneur,
ground, yeah.
Which is basically like you being your own boss, and sometimes it can be a bit difficult. At one point it can go up, at another point it can go down.
That's it.
But
that's it.
If he's going up and he's doing really well, then it's brilliant. But if he's going down, it can lead to other things, such as you can be very depressed easily because you know you're losing a lot of money, plus it's a lot of time and effort. There's a lot of sacrifices to it as well, and I don't think people are ready to sacrifice their time.
I'll definitely say reason behind that is because we live in a dysfunctional society where there's a lot of people, different people for different things. So in a sense where you're trying to build a business and you don't have a lot of people, it definitely is going to be difficult. But you need to understand this. Now, all the jobs that you go into, all the things that you have today, it started with one person believing in himself. All these stuff, there was a boss who was behind everything. This is why he's taking the big cut when everyone's getting their minimum wage. Everything you see here, all these like real estate or whatever, like they all had to invest in some type of way. They all had to make sacrifices. The same way you want to do, if you do choose to do the 9 to 5, someone who's an entrepreneur can create jobs for people who want to work for them. I love to be free. I don't look at the money. I look at for freedom. I want to be free. So in order for me to expand myself and do what I want to do, I can go places like here, there, whatever. I want to be an entrepreneur.
A part that we're missing out as well is with entrepreneur, for example. Sometimes there's not a progression in terms of you progressing in your ladder.
Absolutely.
But the 9 to 5, obviously we've been there for a long time. Hopefully you're able to progress. You can start from the bottom and also go to the top. 100%. But with entrepreneur, I think there's not a limit to how much you can earn. With a 9 to 5, there's a limit to how much you can earn. Because once you get to that bracket of this is how much you're earning,
it's a wrap.
They can't pay you anymore.
Yeah.
Some people just prefer that structure. For me personally, I don't really like that kind of structure. For me, if I'm stuck in a 9 to 5, just for myself and the energy that I have, the energy that I possess, I feel it stops me a little bit from pushing myself to the maximum ability in terms of financial.
100%.
Being in 9 to 5 jobs where there's certain things you're required to do which are not part of your contract times, but you kind of have no option than to do it because it's like it's part of your job and they're not paying you for it. But why is they not paying you for those time? You could invest those time doing that, maybe other side jobs or other things as well, to be able to increase your finances.
On top of that,
and just this little tiny little £20, £30 extra you're earning.
That's it.
it actually makes a big difference on your finances and how much you take home every year. 9 to 5 or entrepreneur, I think it really depends on the individual.
Definitely, 100%. I mean, it depends how hungry you are. Me, I know I cannot be in an office or be in somewhere that's a bit like average. Most of the time, as we see a lot of like quotes on if you follow these billionaire motivation type pages, obviously they're very good, but obviously they kind of go a bit too in depth with don't give up, keep doing this, keep grinding. You know, it really depends who you are. As again, it comes to the individual. Please look after your mental health. It can actually get you mad with entrepreneur, working by yourself, not having people. You know, you need to really understand what you're doing, because this entrepreneur life is not for everyone. We all know that, and 9 to 5 is not for everyone either. However, if you have something inside you that you just can't work for someone who's taking control of your financial situation, taking control of your job and telling you what to do, I definitely would advise anybody who wants a land for themselves to go for an entrepreneur. Reason why I say that is because it's the freedom behind it. What 9 to 5 mostly does, it's not a bad thing, but it kills a lot of dreams. It kills a lot of potential. It doesn't make people strive for what they were living for, what they were born to do.
What about if they're born to do a certain job, but 9 to 5 is kind of the options they find that job in? Or what if they can't do things on themselves, that they need someone to have that structure in place? Because obviously he said that it stops them from doing what they're born to do. They can still do what they were born to do without being an entrepreneur, but they could be still working a 9 to 5, but they have the structure
absolutely
available.
Fine. Absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. There's the money side and there's the freedom. When you separate them together, you know they kind of connect. With the freedom kind of comes with a lot of money. With money, it accesses you to what you want to do. If that person wants to do a lot of stuff while he's doing the 9 to 5, if he's good at that job and he enjoys it, but he doesn't get enough money to do the freedom, this is where the pros and cons comes in. You need to understand, look, I'm willing to do a 9 to 5 for a couple of years if that's the life, but one way or another, I am generally in that load to just be an entrepreneur.
On that, obviously, I think it's about obviously how ambitious you are as a person, as an individual. I'm a very ambitious person, but there are some certain jobs I do 9 to 5 in, while I do other jobs as well. Am I an entrepreneur? Am I not? I don't know, because I haven't put myself any title. Because I do a mixture of both. Because I think it kind of suits me doing a mixture of both. For me, I don't think I'm ready enough yet to have an idea to stick to one, because I still need to create that idea of what am I going to be an entrepreneur in.
That's not a problem.
And I think that's what people find difficult. They don't know what they're going to be an entrepreneur in. And two, they might have a lot of responsibilities that stops them from pushing it. Let's say, for example, if they were an entrepreneur now, to start from scratch, they need some money, some savings and stuff.
Backings,
and they might not have that, because they might have to miss work for a couple of weeks.
Absolutely.
And obviously if they do, that means they're not going to have any money 100%. Or any responsibilities at all.
It definitely depends on the type of people you have, the type of society that is within you. You got to, like I keep saying, if you hang around with 5 billionaires, you're going to be the 6th one, because they're all your good friends.
So already,
you know
me that hang around with billionaires now, so I'm bound to be a billionaire.
There you go. They're going to connect you, my bro. Obviously, it depends the type of person that person is, but can you access many billionaires today? No, because they've got different type of you know what I mean? There you go. The circle is different. It depends on value, in terms of who the person is. But generally, they chill with people who have this similar amount of money as them. I don't see people doing I chill with this average guy and he's minimum wage, I'm a millionaire. That's a bit weird.
So you say if you're a millionaire now, you shouldn't chill with average guy. Is that what you're...
No, don't put words in my mouth.
Let's clarify that. Let's clarify that.
Okay, so...
Is that what you're saying?
In terms of you can hang around with anyone you want, you know. It's the values that you're looking out for. The money comes after, but the money will always come in your way when you want freedom. Do you know
Anyways, with this 9 to 5 or entrepreneur, if you do 9 to 5, don't feel ashamed, don't feel embarrassed.
Facts.
Or don't feel under pressure because someone's doing an entrepreneur and they might be doing well in it. If 9 to 5 is what you enjoy, you prefer, you like that structure, stick to that structure.
Facts.
If you are doing 9 to 5 and you have an entrepreneur's mentality, obviously don't quit your job straight away. Devise a way that you'll be able to manage the 9 to 5 while building your entrepreneur part, so that obviously financially you're not restrained from.
Yeah, you're not held back by life. Yeah,
so that obviously once you're ready for that transition from 9 to 5 to entrepreneur,
that's it.
It's going to be a smooth,
easy
process. And if you are doing entrepreneur as well, help those people that are still discovering themselves, because I think it's valuable for a lot of people, because a lot of people don't know how to. Even myself, I don't know how to.
100%.
If you are any entrepreneurs out there that you feel your experience or knowledge could be valuable, contact me.
Definitely.
On my Instagram. Let us know. Any final words on that?
In terms of being an entrepreneur, man, honestly, I appreciate you guys, because that road is a rocky, it's a hard-hitting road. It's something many people, I absolutely understand why people do not try and touch that road. It's not easy, it's not nice. If you look at the stats, I can guarantee you the percentage of people failing is mad. It depends how much you want it as well, because there's entrepreneurs and there's yourself. You don't want to compare yourself to anybody. There's a route everybody wants to take by themselves. Just know who you are, know the type of circle you got, and you know you're living today for a reason. So if that's the reason being, just do you. Make sure you have a calling for yourself, and you know, just keep it real, man.
It's your boy MrCV. I'm gonna leave it right there. This is a 2-part conversation because we got another topic ready for you. So don't go anywhere. Keep supporting your boy MrCV and continue watching.